They can get to the 2, by the way, if they win and the Patriots lose Week 17. Baltimore, however, is locked in as the number 1 seed. Home field advantage. Although it didn't look good early. They were down 6-0 to the Browns when Cleveland clock management issues gave Lamar 2 shots to drive down the field, throw 2 touchdowns to Mark Andrews in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield rallied it back, had a touchdown, then Freddie goes for 2 here, and they can't connect with Ricky Seals-Jones. Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't like it. They have words afterwards, and the Ravens are the 1 seed. You know what? Lamar is going to be the MVP as well. I think that is all but wrapped up. Look at where he ranks when it comes to the quarterbacks. Not only does he have 36 touchdowns through the air, 7 on the ground. He's only thrown 6 interceptions. Brian Baldinger, you were there yesterday. Nice hat, by the way. You were there yesterday, and you saw, after a slow start, Lamar Jackson in the second half toy with the Browns. I mean, it was a mockery at times.
Well, you know, the thing is, Andrew, and I've been saying it on this show and others for about the second half of the season, there's really no defense that really can contain the talents of Lamar Jackson. Even when Stevie Wilkes, the defense coordinator of the Browns, calls the right defense, like he does here, a zero coverage, man-to-man across the board, they get the free hitter, T.J. Carey, coming right at Lamar Jackson. And look, they've got him right where they want him, but he steps up in the pocket and eludes the rush, makes the throw to Mark Andrews. 10 touchdown catches on the year from Mark Andrews, Pro Bowler. But when you watch this play, I mean, they get exactly what they want. You can't draw it any better. T.J. Carey, a good athlete, good player, on a free run right at Lamar Jackson. That's what they wanted. It looks great on the chalkboard. Except Lamar here is just a different kind of athlete. I mean, this isn't pretty. This isn't how you throw a ball at the combine. But he threw the touchdown pass right there. You know, and then if you go to the next one here, you go, look, they're spying Lamar Jackson with their fastest linebacker, Mack Wilson. He's going to drop out, and his job is to really contain. They got a great defense here. They got them all sawed off. But now Lamar sees an opening right here. Mack Wilson, he's going to get on his horse. He can run. He just can't outrun Lamar Jackson. In fact, he makes them all miss. And he gets a first down, 15 yards on 3rd and 10, keep that drive alive. And even when there's a miscue here, Lamar makes a mistake, took his eyes off the ball. Oh my, what are we going to do now? There's no panic. It's just poise right here. Like, put that ball in his hands, let him go create right now. And here we go, another first down run. Now he takes a shot from Cedric Redwine right here, gets right up off the ground. So you can draw up all these defenses. We've seen it from Belichick. We saw it yesterday. We've seen it from a lot of good teams, Buffalo. And he keeps finding a way to make you pay, to make you look kind of silly sometimes, and to keep on excelling and kind of just driving this train right to the number 1 seed for the first time ever in Baltimore.
Yep, because you can't tackle him. And that hit there by Redwine, the hardest hit I think I've seen him take all year. And he bounced right back. Got up, ran back to the huddle. Thank you, Brian Baldinger. Pretty amazing. Now, there are injury concerns, however, in Baltimore. Not pictured in that highlight, Ian Rappaport. Mark Ingram with a calf injury. What do we know?
He had an MRI and other tests today, and this was deemed, it's an injury we're going to have to obviously keep an eye on, but this is not something that was deemed major. My understanding is that Mark Ingram should be on the field when the Ravens play in the playoffs. Remember, it's not this week, it's not even next week. It's 3 weeks, so 21 days from now until Mark Ingram has to be able to be out on the field. And based on the MRI, based on all the tests he had, that is realistic, and they are hopeful that he should be out there. Will he be 100%? We do not know, and we've seen this year a couple examples, T.Y. Hilton, the latest, that this calf strain is one that can reoccur. But at this point, the Ravens have some optimism that he should be okay.
And they have some time as they are the number 1 seed. The one spot that's remaining in the AFC is a wild card spot, the 6th seed. And 3 teams, Ian, stay right there, are fighting for that. One of them the Titans, one of them the Raiders, one of them the Steelers. But the road is a lot tougher now for Pittsburgh because the Steelers went into New York against Le'Veon Bell, and they lost yesterday. It did not open well for Devlin Duck Hodges wearing the old Bubby Brister jersey. He threw a pick in the end zone to Marcus May there. The Jets had themselves a 10-0 lead, and Mike Tomlin had seen enough. He benches Hodges, he brings in Mason Rudolph, but also consider the fact that Marquise Pouncey got carted off, so B.J. Finney is in playing center, and Rudolph and Finney are going to get tripped up there, and Rudolph goes down. More on that in a second. It's a left shoulder injury. Hodges has got to come back in. He simply didn't have it. Give the Jets defense credit. Now, Hines Ward, Gatorade bath. The Steelers need some help week 17. And Ian, it's going to have to be with Devlin Hodges at quarterback. As you have news here about Mason Rudolph and that injury, it's not just a one-week thing.
No, that's right. Mason Rudolph, Andrew, is expected to be out multiple weeks with this left shoulder injury. He left the stadium in a sling. This is something that is not considered to be a minor injury. And even if the Steelers make the playoffs, I'm told that Mason Rudolph will not be available. So what that means is that Devlin Hodges, the Duck, who of course was benched midway through yesterday, then had to come back in when Mason Rudolph injured himself, he is expected to be the starting quarterback for the Steelers going forward.
It is a great story, what Devlin Hodges has done this year, but now it's getting serious here as the Steelers need help to get into the playoffs, and it's all Duck if they get to January. Thank you, Ian Rappaport.